Yo, what's going on, everybody? Happy Thursday and happy day one of MLB The Show 24 Season 3. If you're excited about that, cool. If you're not excited about that, also cool. But it is not hyperbolic to say that Diamond Dynasty is about to be completely turned on its head. It's different. It's controversial. People are either going to love it or hate it. There are going to be very few who fall right in the middle. But SDS is taking a risk. We're about to go over it right now. So, Internet, I figured I would do this video today in lieu of our traditional how to pitch with videos every single Thursday, because the new season is starting, and I feel like I'm kind of running out of some pitchers to use. But that's going to change. And why is that going to change? Because for Team Affinity in Season 3, Chapter 1, I can't believe they're doing this, everyone's going to be out of position. They have released a new card series, the Out of Position card series. And we're just going to do a quick timeline here. This tweet came out from SDS on the 26th. That was Monday. You look quickly, you're like, oh, cool, it's a Red Sox Mookie Betts card. Then you look a little closer, you're like, wait a second, that is a white fella. Which, I know SDS meant no harm by it, but they probably shouldn't have tricked us by thinking Mookie Betts was a white person. Whatever, regardless. This all made sense after more information came out. We were like, hey, that's weird. That's funky. Why is Mookie Betts looking like this? Is this Carter Crawford? That's what a lot of people instantly said. I tweeted this because Sammy Sosa, his skin looks different now. But yeah. Look, oh wow, a Carter Crawford card. Who is that white man? That's not Mookie. That is fully Carter Crawford in the batter's box, not Mookie. So people were thinking that it was just an SDS oopsie poops, because SDS on social is prone to some oopsie poops. It was not. We move on to their next tweet. Oh, that was not their next tweet. Hold on. Sorry. This was their next tweet. We're doing this live. They posted match the player to a position, which, if you look closely enough, is impossible to solve. Why is that? Well, Elly De La Cruz is a shortstop, and there is no shortstop to match him to. So, instantaneously, there's nonsense afoot. And this is when the wheels started to spin for some people. Like, what the hell is going on? This don't make a lick of sense. And then, sorry that everything's out of order. I thought it was in order. This came out. Or maybe this came out first. Either way, on the same day, Tuesday, this Conquest map came out. They called it a new Conquest map, which I guess technically it is, but it's also a repeat of the USA map, except every single team is out of place? No. Out of position. I feel like I've seen this before, Dimmu says. Chev says, guys, you're making it really tough to beat the copy-paste allegations. Mike Dro, what? And then you get someone in here. Someone in here started to say something about it being out of position. Or maybe those were the quote tweets. Either way, it's starting to make more sense. Then we get this reveal. Here are some of the new diamonds coming to you in Season 3 this Thursday. Have you found your new starting catcher or center fielder? Or maybe your new favorite pitcher? So, based on that tease, Jonah Heim's a catcher. I guess you could argue here that Bryce Harper is a center fielder to the uninitiated. And then your new favorite pitcher, Nolan Ryan. But then we learn that things are afoot. And why are things afoot? Because Team Affinity Season 3, Chapter 1 is out of position players. On this screen here, we should be able to make this bigger. That's Adam Dunn, reliever. Byron Buxton, starting pitcher. Cy Young, first baseman. Roy Halladay, second baseman. Cutter Crawford, shortstop. So strange that Cutter Crawford is getting one of these cards. Manny Machado, reliever. Shane McClanahan, first baseman. Jonah Heim, third base. Mariano Rivera, center field, which is an attack on Yankees fans because he really devastatingly tore his ACL while shagging fly balls in center field, warming up at a game, I believe, at Kauffman Stadium. So that's scary. Shortstop, Zach Greinke. I'm excited to hit with Zach Greinke. Reliever, Mark McGwire. We later find out that this card here is starting pitcher Mike Trout. Center field, Nolan Ryan. Left field, Randy Johnson. 6'10" left fielder. Can't wait. Riley Green, reliever. And then we see this one for the National League. Shortstop Aaron Nola, starting pitcher Austin Riley, catcher Bryce Harper, DH CC Sabathia is gonna be so much fun to use. Reliever Charlie Blackmon, shortstop, who is that? Jacob deGrom, duh. DH Jake Arrieta, that's fun too. Reliever Jake Cronenworth, catcher Kenley Jansen, he's a switch hitter as well. Starting pitcher Mason Wynn, should throw very hard. DH, Dontrell Willis. Oh, the NL slaps. Starting pitcher, Ellie De La Cruz. Catcher, Paul Skeens. Just to give Paul Skeens another card, I suppose. Third base, Willie Mays. Shortstop, Zach Gallen. So, things are changing. Let's go back to just one of these. There we go. Things are changing, and things are changing fast, right? This is something SDS has never done. Madden does out-of-position stuff. And we will talk more fully about all of this once I feel it in my hands. We're going to talk about it in the podcast on Tuesday, but I wanted to give this video to give some of my initial thoughts on this. I see the pulse of the community, like I said in the beginning, either super excited or super like, wow, this is dumb and I hate it. I am... What's the right word? I'm not excited. I'm not devastated. Optimistic might be too strong, but I am hopeful this accomplishes what nothing else has accomplished thus far, and that's variety and keeping things fresh or feeling different. This will inherently feel different than any MLB The Show segment of content we've ever played before. As a content creator, strictly speaking from my perspective, I think it creates really interesting opportunities to, you guys know I do my How to Pitch with videos every Thursday. Normally would have been today, but as I described, we're doing this instead. Byron Buxton, Mike Trout, Mason Wynn. Like, those are guys I can make videos of pitching. That's kind of cool. Here are my concerns, because there are concerns. We'll see how it works in a few hours when the content drops, of course. But my concerns are, will the pitchers have, like, real motions, or will they pitch like Joe Random? Like, is Byron Buxton going to pitch like with some unique delivery? Is he going to pitch like Joe Random? Is he going to throw meta pitches? I mean, I doubt they do it, but like, what happens if all these position player pitchers only throw like 82? I doubt that will happen, but like, it's a legit concern. And then from the hitting perspective, like, I need Roy Halladay to have a real batting stance. He can't just stand there like Joe. He's got to get up there with some sort of batting stance that will make him viable. Another interesting thing I'm thinking of, are all of these basically just becoming two-way players? Will Adam Dunn, reliever, also have his hitting attributes, or is he just going to be a reliever? I don't know. Will these cards have their secondary positions? Will Byron Buxton have a secondary of left center and right field? I don't know. Questions we need answered. Clearly, not every card released during Season 3 will be out of position. MLB The Show also posted on social about the first Season 3 awards drop, and those players are in their normal positions. Season awards are in their normal positions. This seems to be just an isolated thing to Season 3, which inherently will carry over to Season 4, because the limitations are gone for Season 4. But this seems like a cool, dry run of what things could look like next year. What if, just hypothetically speaking, because I don't know anything, what if we go back to like a normal content cycle next year where seasons are gone, sets are gone, it's just power creep from day one all the way to the end of the cycle, and like every once in a while they just drop a cool out of position guy. Like they just randomly drop a shortstop Jacob deGrom in like May. I'm not against that. Like, I don't play this game for realism. I don't play Diamond Dynasty for realism. I play Diamond Dynasty, and I've said this before, and I'll say it again, to beat the brakes off of somebody. I don't care what it looks like or how it happens. That's what I play it for. I just want to have a good time playing with cards that seem fresh and new. On the surface, these seem fresh and new. Again, haven't tried it yet. It could end up being a stinky caca mess. But it's new. And at the very least, I'm excited for something new. So, that's where I'll leave you. There will be more content coming from me next week. The 10-minute mailbag on Monday, I'm sure we'll have things to talk about. The podcast on Tuesday is going to be a full reaction to the content drop and my kind of initial thoughts on how it's working. And then we'll pick one of these random-ass pitchers, Byron Buxton, known starter, and we'll see how it goes. So let me know what you guys think of this very unique, different thing in the comments down below. I'm anxious to see your thoughts. I'm sure it's going to be all across the spectrum of what you guys think, and that's fine. We can have good, productive conversations about it. Like I said, again, just one last time, I am open-minded. If it's good, I'm going to call it good. If it's bad, I'm going to call it bad. But right now, I'm just open-minded, and I think that's all we should be. Why bash something before we try it? That's where my head's at. So thank you guys for making it to the end of this little kind of, not really a recap, but just kind of like summation video. I appreciate you guys. Make sure you're subscribing to the channel. Obviously, if you're new here, I do MLB The Show content all friggin' week. Love you guys. See you next time.